I really do believe that it's the parents. I mean, we really need to talk to our children more. I'm raising my son to be a male feminist. That is most important to me because these kids out here, even me on social media, I mean, I see these young kids in high school and they're like, you're a disgusting whore. Your son should be ashamed to have you as a mother. You know, these are teenage boys, and I'm like, where's your mother at? Who taught you?
And respect for not only, you know, older people, authority, but women. Lack of respect for women does start at home, and that is a really important point.
And I think there is something in the way that we're raising our sons. I think that the way parents are monitoring their daughters, I think that there needs to be some of that same accountability in the way that they're monitoring their sons, and I don't think that that exists because I have a lot of friends. I mean, even I've been guilty of saying, I hope I have all boys because I just don't want to deal with the girl stuff. But, you know, there are so many single mothers because maybe the mothers aren't telling the boys, you know, keep it in your pants.
I think these conversations start so young and look, I know people, you know, I think privilege and, you know, male privilege is a thing that a lot of men are blind to. And I think that, you know, I think a lot of people, you know, they talk about they make comments that they think are innocent, but, you know, ultimately are fueling sort of the entire basis for rape culture. And I think are things where we need to start calling each other out. And, you know, if you see a girl who's not dressed the way you like, or you think it's, you know, not wearing enough clothing, and to offhandedly be like, oh, she looks like a slut, it's not okay. And I think we have to start talking to each other about these things. And simply the fact that that's the norm, we can't allow that to be the way we dictate conversation. And we have to stop each other in our tracks and say, you know, not cool that you think that. And you don't have to want to, you know, even as a woman, you don't have to want to dress a certain way, but you have to respect that someone else's right to want to do it.
And that's exactly what I want to teach my son. Because I know that he's gonna have friends, and his friends are gonna be like, man, she is a hoe, or she's a slut, or blah, blah, blah.
That could be a positive thing.
But I want my son to be like, man, that's not cool. Like, don't do that. Like, you have to understand, like, my mom taught me this. You know, that's like my ideal dream for my son to like really understand that.
Hey guys, Larry here. Thanks for watching me. Be sure to check out some of my other favorite Larry King Now moments right here, and tune in to new episodes Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on demand on Aura TV and Hulu.